News at 6.
Because of the intentional mindset of this perpetrator who went around our barricades in order to conduct this, he was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did.
The New Orleans Police Department superintendent says there were more than 300 officers out on patrol for the holiday. Police say the driver plowed a truck into a crowd in the French Quarter, came to a stop, then got out of the truck and started shooting at responding officers. Officers say they shot back and hit the suspect, killing him. We've also learned the number of people injured from this attack is now up from 30 to 35, including 2 officers shot. At least 10 people died from the attack. It's being investigated as a potential act of terror, and ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
New Orleans' famed Bourbon Street, now a crime scene as the FBI investigates what they're calling a terror attack on New Year's Day. Federal officials identifying the suspect as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas and an Army veteran. Police say he rammed a rented pickup truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street just after 3 a.m., driving 3 blocks before crashing, then getting out and firing at police with an assault rifle. Officials say 2 officers were hurt before police shot and killed the suspect. Witnesses described the scene as gruesome.
What we saw was insanity. I mean, something out of a movie. The graphic nature of it, and it was unbelievable.
Investigators say they found an ISIS flag, weapons, and improvised explosive devices inside the truck. They're now working to determine whether he had any affiliations with terrorist organizations. The FBI says they also discovered more IEDs planted around the area in the historic French Quarter, some of which were deemed viable, according to sources.
As of now, 2 IEDs have been found and rendered safe. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Officials also questioned about whether barricades were up along Bourbon Street.
This particular terrorist drove around onto the sidewalk and got around the hard target, where he did have a car there, we had barriers there, we had officers there, and they still got around.
Leading up to the holidays, federal law enforcement agencies had been warning local police around the country that vehicle ramming was a top area of concern and to be prepared for these kinds of incidents. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, New Orleans.
This is a developing story, and you can stay updated with the latest information by visiting our website. That's KTXS.com.
Well, we've had a calm day weather-wise here in Abilene, the Big Country, Concho Valley, and we're seeing a pretty finish to our first day of the year. Temperatures, it's been a cool day. We're already dropping back into the upper 40s, 50 right now here in Abilene. Just some high thin cirrus clouds have been moving across, maybe another batch this evening, but no precipitation to worry about tonight. And that's a good thing because we're looking at a freeze possible, especially in our eastern and southern areas where winds will be lighter. For Abilene, we're looking at lows around 35. Highs tomorrow, a brief warm up before we get another cold front moving in late tomorrow. So enjoy 66 for our high tomorrow in Abilene, lower 70s in the Concho Valley. We'll look at some cooler air coming in for Friday coming up.
Thank you, Mark. In Crime Watch, a 48-year-old man from Cisco was arrested Monday after running from the police and assaulting an officer. According to the Cisco Police Department, Stephen Ray Schuler ran from police Monday after officers attempted to arrest him for outstanding felony warrants. When Schuler was caught, he assaulted Officer James Thomas and caused injuries to their face and neck. Schuler is now facing additional charges, including felony assault on a public servant, evading arrest, and resisting arrest. A family in Early was rescued and a firefighter suffered a leg injury from an early morning house fire yesterday. According to the Early Fire Department, they received the call around 4:45 a.m. for a 2-story house on fire on County Road 381. The family was still inside the home when crews arrived, but were safely evacuated with their pets. The house had significant damages, and 1 vehicle and 2 outbuildings were a total loss. Red Cross was contacted to help the family of 4 during their time of need. Coming up on KTXS News at 6, with the new year comes new laws spanning from marijuana and social media to seats at a concert. We'll tell you more about those after the break.
Ashley has incredible savings going on now through New Year's Day. Save 25% on your entire purchase or get 0% interest for 5 years with $0 down. Hurry into your local Ashley. Offers end New Year's Day.
So early.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Introducing our biggest GMC Acadia ever. Offering bigger screens, bigger tech, like available Super Cruise hands-free driving, bigger views, and even bigger journeys.
Here we go, boys.
Live your biggest life.
You're right.
In the all-new GMC Acadia.
For 60 years, families like ours have been growing apples for Treetop, for families like yours, holding to our core belief that the best quality apples make for the best tasting applesauce and apple juice. Treetop, farmer grown, farmer owned.
While hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
It's time to party!
Hey, what'll it be?
Jingle bells and tonic. This holiday season, get a sober ride so everyone gets home safely.
Wait for me! Drive sober, no ho-ho regrets!
Ashley's New Year's Bash is going on now. Save 25% on your entire purchase. Plus, get free white glove delivery when you make a qualifying purchase on New Year's Day. The New Year's Bash going on now at Ashley.
Like and follow KTXS on Facebook for local news and weather in your news feed.
Welcome back. The new year means new laws. This year, they'll affect everything from medical care to marijuana and social media to seats at a concert. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
With the new year comes new laws. As legislation takes effect in nearly all 50 states today, some major health care changes. New York becomes the first state in the U.S. to offer paid time off for prenatal care or medical care related to a pregnancy. The state also capped the out-of-pocket cost of EpiPens at $100. In Illinois, the price of a 2-pack of the life-saving drug is now capped at $60. And Kentucky is now the 38th state to legalize marijuana for medicinal use. More than 9 million people across 21 states will now see a higher paycheck as new minimum wages take effect, with Delaware seeing the largest jump from $13.25 to an even $15.
Show me the money!
As of today, anyone under the age of 18 in Tennessee will need parental permission before creating a social media account. That law is being challenged in court. In Florida, the enforcement of a new law banning anyone under the age of 14 from having a social media account is being delayed due to a lawsuit. And in California, parents of underage influencers now need to set aside some of their earnings for when they are adults. The law also allows kids to sue their parents for failing to do so.
And yet,
California also enacting a law that bans digital replicas of a person's voice or likeness without their permission. That includes dead people whose estates would be required to sign off. And there's a new law in Minnesota thanks in part to none other than Taylor Swift. New ticket transparency legislation in the state aims to eliminate hidden fees and combat bots from buying up tickets. And it's not just humans who will benefit from the new laws. Poultry will too. Michigan will now require all eggs sold in the state to have come from cage-free chickens. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And now let's check in with Mark, who has a look at today's temperatures.
Yeah, and it was a cool one today. Our high was only 53 in Abilene, 5 degrees below normal. Our low, we got down to freezing, 32, 1 degree below normal for this time of the year. We'll look at Thursday's forecast coming up.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
And Doug.
Well, I'll be. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. That too. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma, and now approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Icy hot. Ice works fast. Heat makes it last. Feel the power of contrast therapy, so you can rise from pain. Icy hot.
It's Pierce Furniture's gigantic inventory liquidation sale. Save up to $300 on Lazy Boy recliners. 63-inch TV console, only $499. Three-piece Ashley dining room set, just $247. All at Pierce Furniture.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We're normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
The KTXS Weather Alert System provides immediate winter storm alerts through our app and online. Storm tracking, interactive radar, Futurecast. Your severe winter weather alert system is your first line of defense when severe weather threatens. Every day, every season, every condition, on every platform.
Football fans, the college football playoffs are here, and the Triple Option Podcast is your go-to source. Be sure to join Urban Meyer, Mark Ingram II, and I each week as we march closer to Atlanta and crowning a new college football national champion. One of the things we've been saying all season long, that college football playoffs has made college football better. The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Enjoy the college football playoffs.
More great inventory clearance deals at Pierce Furniture. Rocking recliners, only $197. A 6-piece bedroom set, only $599. Plush queen mattress sets, only $499. Happening right now at Pierce Furniture's inventory clearance sale.
This portion of KTXS News is sponsored by Livingston Hearing Aids.
Welcome back. For Dyess Air Force Base, 2024 was a busy and successful year. A few accomplishments include launching and supporting the first ever B-1B CONUS-to-CONUS combat mission. This is a military operation that remains within United States borders and demonstrates the bomber's ability to rapidly deploy and strike targets within the country with little notice. Dyess also executed a new Air Force deployment model. To find out what else the Air Force Base accomplished, you can watch the full video on our website at ktxs.com.
From the Taylor Telecom Weather Center, your Storm Alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Mark Rowlett.
Good evening, everyone. A very pretty finish to our day. Earlier, we were seeing nice crepuscular rays and, still some nice color in the southwestern sky. That's setting the stage for a possible freeze, especially in our southern areas tomorrow morning, where winds will be a bit lighter. Now, we'll see a brief warm-up on Thursday, and then we cool it back Friday. Then it gets really cold next week. Well, we've got high clouds that have been coming across this afternoon. Here's another batch that'll move through this evening. These are fast moving, but don't bring any precipitation. And we'll be playing tag with clouds for the next couple of days, off and on batches of clouds moving across our area. Showery skies in the northwestern quarter of our nation. Of course, snow in the higher elevations, showers in the lower elevations, and kind of snow showery here in the northeastern quarter of the U.S., but it's all quiet around our part. And it's going to stay that way tonight. Temperatures after a cool day, it's down to 46 at 7 o'clock, 39 at 10 o'clock tonight. As south winds are forecast to pick up, we may only be in the mid-30s to start your Thursday morning. Weather forecast model, well, we've got south winds coming back in, maybe some clouds down toward Junction. Most of us are fair, and we stay with sunny skies pretty much start to finish. Here's that cold front moving into the big country late tomorrow afternoon. Not a big blast of cold air, but it just stops the warming trend that we're trying to get going tomorrow. And then we're back to some cool temperatures for Friday. Clouds in our eastern areas to start Friday morning, and they kind of hang tough and may affect Abilene, so we're looking at maybe a bit of cloud cover on Friday for Abilene. But we've got south winds to warm us up, and those south winds continue even with overcast skies on Saturday morning, so temperatures will be above freezing. And then we're looking at hopefully some breaks in the clouds, possibly a sprinkle on Saturday, but nothing big and stormy. And it's mainly just kind of windy and still warm on Saturday. There's some Arctic air starting to sneak out of Canada, but it's still several days away from getting down here. Closer to home, it's 38 up in Amarillo, but it's 72 in Brownsville. We're in the 40s and 50s around our area. It's down to 49 in Brownwood, 46 in Sweetwater, still holding on to 50 here in Abilene. Winds are from the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Lows tonight for Abilene around 36. We'll see highs tomorrow getting up to 64 with southwest winds around 20 in the afternoon. We're down to 56 for the high on Friday, but we jump up to 68 Saturday, down to 58 Sunday. Then it gets cold early next week with lows in the 20s and highs in the 40s and maybe even a light wintry mix possible Wednesday.
Thank you, Mark. With the start of a new year, many people often set New Year's resolutions for themselves. Some of those include exercising, eating better, or financial goals. We spoke with some residents in San Angelo to see what goals they have for 2025.
My New Year's resolution is just be a better individual, a better father, and just the best human I can possibly be for others.
Is to never give up on baseball or any sport. And my New Year's resolution is to be a better person and serve the military.
My New Year's resolution this year is probably to spend more time doing things that I really enjoy, like hanging out with my dog, Walter. We're out here walking today, so we're off to a good start so far.
First-time champions, new coaches, and big achievements. Coming up next in sports, we'll take a trip down memory lane and look back at all the historic milestones big country athletes achieved in 2024.
It's Pierce Furniture's gigantic inventory liquidation sale. Save up to $300 on Lazy Boy recliners. 63-inch TV console, only $499. 3-piece Ashley dining room set, just $247. All at Pierce Furniture.
Like and follow KTXS on Facebook for local news and weather in your news feed.
This isn't our dog.
That one?
You never got new glasses, did you?
Well, you didn't know Stanton Optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly.
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Hi, Navi, what's up?
I'm worried about open enrollment for my health coverage. I need to see the best and most affordable plan.
Well, why are you worried? The SPCAA Navigators can help look at all your options, and it's free to apply with our qualified experts.
I know.
So why are you worried?
I don't know how we're going to tell everyone about this fantastic news.
I think we just did.
Need health insurance? Call the SPCAA Navigator program today.
Hola, Navi, ¿qué pasa?
Estoy preocupado por la inscripción abierta para mi cobertura médica. Necesito ver el mejor plan y el más accesible.
¿Por qué estás preocupado? Los navegadores de la SPCAA pueden ayudarte a analizar todas sus opciones y presentar su cita con nuestros expertos calificados es gratis.
Lo sé.
Entonces, ¿qué pasa?
No sé cómo les vamos a contar a todos esta fantástica noticia.
Creo que ya lo hicimos.
¿Necesita una segunda opinión médica? Llame hoy al programa de navegadores del SPCAA.
For patients with cancer like leukemia, lymphoma, and other life-threatening diseases, a cure exists. with bone marrow transplant. More young people are needed because these donors provide the greatest chance for transplant success. Please take the first step of being someone's cure by logging on to bethematch.org for your free swab kit. Let's score a touchdown for more people who need a bone marrow transplant.
At Stanton Optical, independent eye doctors are available for eye exams whenever you need one. You should have seen me before I got mine. You're so quiet. Are you mad at me? Book your free same-day eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
More great inventory clearance deals at Pierce Furniture. Rocking recliners only $197. A 6-piece bedroom set only $599. Plush queen mattress sets only $499. Happening right now at Pierce Furniture's inventory clearance sale.
From the Texas State Hearing Aid Device Center Sports Desk. Now, your sports report.
Good evening, Big Country. Well, it's been a heck of a year for Big Country sports across the board, as we had a couple of first-time champions, new faces in new places, and the addition of a whole new team. Here's a look back at a memorable 2024 in sports. We start this 2024 recap with the latest Big Country news. For the first time since 2013, the Stanford Bulldogs were headed back to the state title game, and just like 2013, they were led by legendary coach Wayne Hutchinson. And it was a historic matchup as it took 3 overtimes to decide a winner. But even though the results were a bit different, the 2024 Bulldogs will still go down in Stanford history.
I love this bunch, and I told them as far as I'm concerned that they're champions too. They're state champions in my heart. We may not be getting that ring, we may not be getting that gold medal, but I'm going to tell you what, these guys are champions. And they're going to have a successful life, I promise you.
And those weren't the only Big Country Bulldogs that competed for a state championship this year. After 30 years of trying, Ira head coach Tony Goodwin finally made an appearance in Round Rock, and his Bulldogs left their mark, claiming Ira's first state title.
And to get to do it with this group of kids, I'm so blessed, so blessed.
However, they weren't alone representing the Big Country in Austin, as the Holly Bearcats were able to break through the regional finals barrier and finish the season in the state title game. Meanwhile, all 3 Abilene college football programs accomplished something that's never happened in the history of the city. Each team won at least a share of their conference championship. A first for ACU in Division I, back-to-back years for HSU, and in the first year of their conference for the Warhawks. Both the Wildcats and the Cowboys would go on to make second-round appearances in the college football playoffs, another first for the Cats. And the Cowboy football team might not have been the most dominant team on their own campus. That title would go to the women's basketball team, as the Cowgirls won the conference tournament, earning a chance to host the first round of the NCAA tournament, which helped them reach the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2006. On the high school court, a couple of Big Country teams battled it out for a state title, as the Jayton Jayhawks and Benjamin Mustangs squared off in San Antonio. Then in the summer, we had UIL realignment, as several Big Country and Concho Valley teams were welcomed into new districts. But that change was nothing compared to the head coaching carousel we saw in the world of high school football, as a huge number of first-year head coaches led their teams into the 2024 season. The Big Country was represented well all year in state championships, as the Lady Lions from Roby made it back-to-back state titles in track and field, while Early and Roscoe took the top podium spots for powerlifting at the state championships. And while 2024 was an incredible year for Big Country sports on the field, on the court, or even on the diamond, 2025 looks to bring the heat and bring us some more historic performances.
Well, we are starting 2025 with a pretty finish to our day. We've got some, well, orangey colors in the sky. I guess that's celebrating the UT victory today. And we are looking at generally fair skies for tonight. Now, temperatures are kind of cool already. It's already down to 41 in Eastland, 44 in Sweetwater, 45 in Snyder, but still 50 in Brady. And in Abilene, And with light winds this evening, temperatures will come down in a hurry, but we're expecting south winds to pick up overnight, so many of us may stay just above freezing like we're expecting in Abilene and Sweetwater, but most of the area will be concerned about maybe a freeze tomorrow morning once again. And in Abilene, the best course of action is to plan on a light freeze possible as well. We are looking at highs tomorrow warmer than today. Temperatures are warming into the mid to upper 60s for most of the area here in the Big Country tomorrow afternoon. Some lower 60s in our northern areas because a late day cold front does visit. And look at those 70s back into the Concho Valley for tomorrow. That next cold front, not a real big blast of cold air, but it brings us back to a freeze for Friday morning. We're down to the mid-50s on Friday afternoon. Then we're looking at temperatures of 45 with a south wind to start Saturday. Then it's kind of a cloudy day on Saturday. We could see maybe a sprinkle, but even with the clouds, it's going to warm up to 68 because of strong south winds. Here we're looking at a mild start to Sunday, but colder air filters in the afternoon, but we're expecting that cold front to move through dry. But it does open the door to, I think, the coldest air you would say this year, this season anyway. We're looking at temperatures of only 43 for the high on Monday morning after a low in the upper 20s. We could be in the mid-20s on Tuesday morning, and then clouds are back in for Tuesday afternoon with a high only around 40. And we're watching Wednesday pretty closely because we're looking at cloudy skies, maybe some light wintry mix, especially in our southern areas for Wednesday afternoon, and highs on Wednesday only around 38. So enjoy the mild day that we have for tomorrow.
Thanks for watching KTXS News at 6. We hope you'll join us for KTXS News at 10.